Hey, so welcome to the live streaming sessions and let us get started. And just in case if you guys are wondering, we we do some trades together on my premium trade. So if you guys are interested to get more information on how you guys could get trading ideas like this sent to you live with a very clear entry point and also stop losses, you guys are definitely welcome to follow us on the live sessions, guys, because otherwise, if you guys want to get those premium, definitely, if you guys are interested to do trades together with us, you guys are welcome to check out my profile on my video descriptions or my profile. There's a link. You guys can click there and chat me if you guys are interested to get access on this premium trades. So let us see what's happening in the market. And certainly, if you guys are already in, we have already been doing some great trades together on the sell side for tonight's gold market. And certainly, one of the main things that we have been watching closely and seeing how the market works is we have been seeing that prices has been going down lower and lower, and I'm seeing good chances for prices to continue to go down lower in the market because chances for prices to drop is really huge, and I'm seeing good chances for that to happen. So I would expect to see further market reactions on this side of the market. And again, if you guys are curious and you guys don't know how to do your trades, you guys wanted to get clear guidance on how you guys could do your trades, certainly you guys are welcome to join me on the trades because we are right now ongoing the trades, and right now we are on track to hit the third price target. So if you guys wanted to know how my premium trades are going, you guys are certainly welcome to check us out. But other than that, I would say mm, if you guys wanted to get those trading ideas, check out my profile on my video descriptions. All right, so let us get started. So as you guys could see that what we have been seeing literally happening since last night is we have really been seeing after hitting the peak at right of our third price target yesterday, we have actually been able to see that the prices has actually been slowing down, and we have already been seeing that 3380 has been quite a strong resistance for quite some time. So as I said, what is actually happening based on that is most of the sentiments of the US dollar weaknesses has been done, I would say. And certainly 3,380, 3,400 has been ultimate price resistant for gold price itself. Because if you guys have been looking out there, you guys can actually be certainly seeing that prices has been slowly unable to break out higher than the resistance. And I'll be showing you guys on the daily chart if you guys are interested to see what's going on that side of the market. But most of the time, based on that kind of market movement I have been watching, we are not able to see prices hover above 3380 or 33 or 3400 based on how the past movement has been dictating the move. And again, if you guys have been following me on my VIP live sessions, and during those VIP live sessions, I will always be updating you guys about new ideas, what's happening on the market. Certainly one of the case is US tariff updates. I will be also discussing about it. And last night, US factory orders for tonight. Yes, sir. If you guys are interested to get more economic insight, you can follow my live through the link. So I'll be doing the VIP live sessions much later tonight. So I'll be discussing more updates with you guys about this and what's the most recent situations on the geopolitical side. So if you guys are interested, you guys are welcome to join me there. And all you guys need to do, click the link on my profile or video descriptions, ask access for my VIP live sessions, and I'll definitely gladly show you guys the way. Alright, so based on that, we can actually see that the trend on the gold market has been pretty clear. After hitting the peak at 3382 last night, prices has been slowly but surely going down lower and hasn't been able to show any signs of improvement, especially when we started to see that prices has been breaking down below today's low right around the London session, so right around 3365, 66. We managed to enter the trades again. I believe that should be the best case scenario after waiting for confirmation. That should be the price where I'll be waiting for it. And the possible drop, I believe, should have been done so far. So based on that drop, I'll be expecting to see prices has hit its target at 3,355. So again, if prices continues to follow its trend to go down lower, I'll be expecting to see that prices will be falling down lower and lower on the market based on the overall trend that we have been able to get out of tonight. And based on that, I expect to see that both gold and silver should also be weakening as well together. So I'm not really seeing chances for silver to continue to go higher, as we have been seeing that silver prices has been a little bit erratic and a little bit unpredictable in terms of the trend, because once there's a big movement, it will be like a fortune. So this is definitely not much more of my trades back on the gold market, and certainly with how the current conditions has been moving, I'm sure you guys will know that I have been sharing my trades on the premium side for tonight. So if you guys are interested to get my trading ideas and you guys could get access for this complimentary, you guys can head up, check my profile, and ask for me for the premium trades access, and I'll be showing you guys how you guys could get it. And certainly you guys won't need to pay anything, so you guys are welcome to check it out. And certainly, we also do have other traders in hand that could also share this premium trade. So might as well try to check the link to trade profitably together with us. Okay. So back on the question. So with both gold and silver has been a bit weakening or slightly unchanged, what we should be expecting out of tonight's move. So personally, I'll be showing us a little bit of a view on what's happening in the long term, because I believe that should be dictating most of the overall market movement. Because the overall market movement through the daily charts could give you guys a much clearer picture on how supposed that the gold and the silver market could be moving. And I believe also on most of the other trading assets could give you guys a much clearer direction on the market. And certainly based on what guys, my ideas on my VIP live sessions on the second half of this year, what would I be expecting out of every single trading assets? And if you guys don't want to miss it out, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions, because some of the times I'll be recovering back on what I'll be expecting for the second half of this year on each of the trading assets and what you guys could be expecting to position yourself on these trading assets if you guys are watching closely on some trading assets. I believe certainly gold will be one of it, and we are usually will be watching live and giving you guys updates on what's happening on the gold market as usual. So definitely, if you guys don't want to miss out on any updates, likes, and don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any important real-time information that I'm sharing with you guys. You guys certainly could have all my comments, and I'll definitely happy to answer. So thank you very much. If you guys love and enjoy our time here, certainly we'll be tracking closely on the most interesting market movement on every single trading assets if there is. And certainly gold is right now one of it. And why I'm saying that it is one of it, because if you guys are watching carefully, other than the market movement that has been showing us on the downtrend, overall the market movement that we are getting from the overall chart pattern has actually been showing us something very much interesting. Because if you guys are watching closely, I'm expecting to see that there's a topping phase that has been happening since yesterday. So I believe with this kind of market scenario, we should be able to see further weaknesses coming out of the market, especially after breaking down today's low. Certainly give us much more confidence that prices should be heading weaker for tonight. So the trend is there to go down lower. So downtrend for today. The bearishness is still there. The momentum with a high selling pressure has actually been showing us that kind of possibility happening on the market, really shows us the confidence for us to actually see that the gold market will be likely to try to retest the support at the 3350 area that we have been seeing happening yesterday. So this kind of weaknesses, and again, I believe that the US dollar index regaining some of its strength earlier on in the market has actually helped to push down the gold prices. Certainly could be a key mark to see how the market movement will be, because in another few hours, I believe we should be able to see that the US trade balance will be out soon. So I believe that these numbers will be important, certainly as what we have been seeing across the US administrations over the past few months has actually been a very key thing on this US trade balance. And certainly after that, in another few hours, we'll be having the UISS and services PMI that could give us a much clearer picture on what we could be expecting out of the overall sector economy on the US side, and could give us much more clarity on the market in the overall basis. Okay, so with that, I would say there's a lot of things to cover. I would say later on on my VIP live session. So if you guys are interested to get what's happening and what are my views and what are the implications on most trading assets based on the most recent updates happening since yesterday up to now, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions, guys. All right. So again, I've been saying that we'll be expecting to see gold will be experiencing much more setback, much more pressure, and we'll be testing the 3350 support. One, we are seeing that the sharp pattern has actually been showing us a topping phase since yesterday, and second of all, the trend today has been weakening, and selling pressure is really high, following the downtrend movement that we have been watching, and even dropping even much lower than that really shows that the tendency for prices to drop with the momentum to drop is still there. The bearishness is really ongoing as we are speaking right now on this live streaming sessions. And certainly we have already been doing sales, certainly if you guys are asking my opinions for tonight. But again, I won't be thinking that now would be the wise time. I would say after getting the confirmations of a breakdown, that would be the best time to do your trades. And certainly with this kind of market conditions, I will be expecting to see that prices maybe will be ranging first before it will continue dropping, as prices has been dropping quite much. That's what I will be expecting from the market movements first, as it's very much uncommon for us to see further drops unless there's a bigger momentum or something else big happening on the market that really could push down the market immediately towards 3350 throughout our VI live sessions right now, guys. So I would love to see maybe a little bit of a rebound, maybe back towards 3360 before we could actually see that prices will be testing the 3350 on every 10th of prices. So 50, 60, 70, 80, that could be the main support and resistance area as usual. So I'll be watching closely on both that side of the market to actually see what's going to happen. But again, ultimately, even though I'll be expecting on the worst case scenario a possible rebound, the overall direction still remains the same. It's going to go down. The tendency will likely to be bearish, and selling pressure hasn't dissipated yet. So irregardless of what I could be expecting on the worst case scenario, the overall momentum is showing that prices will slightly to go down lower. And again, if I were you, I haven't been doing trades, I will be waiting for confirmations whether the price could be breaking down of today's low at 3354.5. Getting that confirmations could make the trades much safer and risk averse. So I'll be waiting for the confirmations, or if not, I will try to wait out on prices hitting back 3360 to get a much better entry positions to do the short, guys. All right. So hope that helps you. And certainly, if you guys don't want to miss that out, welcome to follow and subscribe and give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and thank you very much for the support. And certainly share this with others so that you can learn it with your friends or anyone who is interested to learn how to trade the market, how to analyze the market, and certainly welcome for you guys to ask me any questions. So let us try to see how the market direction works, whether it could suddenly immediately give us another updates on the price movement and how we could be reacting out of it. So I'll be analyzing, and if you guys have any questions, drop in the comments, guys. All right. So everything is still on track as we have been switching to a shorter time frame. Nothing has changed, and certainly we are seeing good chances that the momentum of weaknesses are still continuing on the market, guys. All right, so that hasn't changed at all. So as you guys could see that we are sharing almost every single day, giving out you guys premium signals, and certainly these are one of the premium trades that we have been doing, and we hit our third price target yesterday as well. So if you guys are already on my premium trades, I'm sure you guys have been experiencing and enjoying certainly good profit together with us on our trades, and certainly don't want to miss out. And the only way that you guys could only get the access that I'm sharing the trades through my profile or my video descriptions. Click on the link, chat me for access on my premium treats, guys. All right. Okay, so far prices are still consolidating like I'm expecting on the worst case scenario, a rebound first. And so far prices are still moving, so there's no real conclusion as usual. We'll be waiting for the candlestick to stop moving and give you guys the necessary conclusion. But since we are short on time, definitely we'll try to keep update you guys, and certainly I'll be updating you guys on other trading assets first before we continue to track back on what's happening on the gold market, guys. All right. So in terms of news, we are not really seeing much yet for tonight. We are seeing that the overall Euro economy has actually been a bit mixed, where we are seeing that the Euro sector on the services PMI has actually been weakening, and that really dragged down the overall Euro economy private sector. But on Spain side, it's improving. Italian side is weakening a little bit, and French it still certainly has been weakening the furthest compared to the rest of the pack. But other than that, there are some inflation news in the Eurozone where inflation has started to weaken. So I believe that's a good sign. And I believe with that kind of news, most of the eyes will be shifting towards the US trade balance as well as the US ISM services data, which is the official numbers that will be stated by the government of the US side. So we'll see how that goes. And from the currency side for tonight, I would say that something has started to change, especially with the strength reappearing on the US dollar index has certainly helped to push down the gold prices. But other than that, we are seeing something monumental happening where we are actually seeing that the US dollar index has been strengthening alongside with the pound sterling, but at the same time, we are seeing the biggest pair, the biggest loser out of the currency market has actually appeared come out of the Japanese yen. So US dollar Japanese yen should be the best trade to do if you guys are interested to do currency trading. But I'll be getting more into this. But before that, I'll be covering more on the commodity sides, such as the silver market, where usually that will be our biggest focus. But seems that tonight we are not really seeing much of an action, where prices has just been relatively slow. And during this sideways movement, I would suggest for you guys to be a bit careful because most of the movement will be dictated by one big movement. As you guys could see, that the big jump happened in just one 15-minute candlestick, and then suddenly it will be dropping back in another 30 minutes. And then a big jump, and then a big drop dictated by one candlestick. And certainly that won't be a good idea to do trades as that didn't really give us much of a room to make a decisions after getting for confirmation. So certainly I will try to avoid it. But if you guys are very much a sniper entry style to do your scalping, certainly this could be a very much attractive market for you guys to trade on the sideways. Try to buy at the nearest, at the lowest risk price on the support area and try to do sell at its highest price near the resistance area. Even though I would say in terms of risk and reward, it may not be really worth the shot, but if you guys are trying to find sideways momentum, certainly the silver market really offers you guys the chance to do those kind of trades for tonight. So I would definitely suggest for you guys to try to take a look if you guys are trying to trade sideways market. But for me, I'll be skipping out of this trade because certainly with this kind of market movement, there won't be a lot of good chances for me to do better trades to get further confirmations on the market. Alright. And certainly with this, I will try to check out other markets and try to get more confirmations on other trading assets that could offer us much more interesting trades. And certainly, like I've said, gold is definitely already one of it. Prices is already breaking down of today's low. And certainly try to watch carefully as we have been analyzing what's happening in the silver market. Prices has break down the low. So again, if you guys have been following us, I've told you guys today's low at 3354.5 has been broken down, and that is the sign for you guys to try to do your short. If prices don't really hit back rebounding, these are the chances to do another short on the market, guys. All right. Hope you guys get the idea, and certainly if you guys are keeping in touch with what we have been sharing, you guys should have known that I've been sharing this much earlier before that broke down lower. And I've already been telling you guys, I'll be waiting for confirmations of a breakdown or a rebound to get a much better entry point. Certainly, after that breakdown lower, that is the sign that you guys could be expecting to do and execute your short trades. But again, if you guys have been joining my premium trades where we have already been sharing earlier trading ideas on the market, you guys certainly won't be missing out on that huge gain on the market because we have already been entering much earlier on, and definitely those trading ideas won't be shared here. So if you guys are interested, you guys are confused how you guys could do your trades, unconfident, you guys are certainly welcome to check out my profile, my video descriptions. Click on the link and ask me, chat me through the link for access on my premium trades, and I'll let you guys know how you guys could get it for complimentary, guys. All right. So definitely, I hope that you guys don't miss out on those momentums, but certainly you guys are welcome to check that out too. Okay, so with the weaknesses appearing on both gold and silver, certainly there must be something happening on the market. And one of the things that I've been telling you guys, I've actually started seeing is the US dollar index movement. So later on, I'll be discussing what's happening on the US dollar index and what you guys could be expecting of the market movement. Meanwhile, on the silver market trade, something could be brewing up here. If prices start to break down of today's low, right at $37.29, I'm sensing something good could be happening in the market. So I believe that this could be an interesting market trade considering how the market movement has been working and there's chances for prices to drop. So I'll be watching closely if there's any shift changes happening on the silver market for tonight, guys. Okay. Okay, so far we haven't been able to see lots of move, and we are trying to get the confirmations on how that will be moving, and certainly we are not getting one of it yet for now. So we are still waiting for more confirmations on how the market movement will be moving, and so far prices is still ranging between today's low and the ranging area. So we'll be waiting, guys. Again, as usual, try not to rush, as that won't be the best decisions to do as usual. Okay, so we are still waiting for the confirmation, and so far, good market movement has actually been going down lower since we have already been announcing what could be happening on the market. And certainly, with this kind of market conditions, I'll be expecting to see prices will be testing soon the support that we are watching at the 3350 area. So we'll see how that goes, yes, okay? Alright, so for now, we are seeing good chances the prices will be testing the lows as usual. And again, nothing much yet happened other than a drop. But so far, the price movement, the price action is very much convincing us that the price movement will likely to try to go down lower and lower. And we're expecting to see more updates to come in the market. So we'll try to check out what's happening on the US dollar index. So what we are seeing happening on the US dollar index can actually give us a little bit of an idea what's actually happening on the overall market situation that we are watching. So since yesterday we have been seeing the prices has been weakening and yes, that's very true. But somehow we started to see that the US dollar index regained some of its strength compared to yesterday and has actually been building up a consolidations on this area. $98.35 towards $98.50, and prices has rebounded higher than that and tried to maintain its price above those prices. So far, it has been doing fantastically well, and that has certainly generated downward pressure for the gold and silver prices. But other than that, I'm actually sensing a good chances that prices will be moving much better, and the expectations for us to see that the likelihood for prices to drop is still there on the gold and silver with how things are going on the US dollar index. And I'm expecting, based on the overall market movement that we have been watching, prices could be able to rebound and go higher and prices continue to sustain its movement that we have been watching. And since the start of the day, prices have actually been moving higher and higher and hasn't been able to weaken it, guys. So I think that itself is a very positive sign, and that should be able to push up the US dollar index even higher and higher, and certainly could generate more pressure for the gold and the silver market movement that we have been watching so far. And again, I will definitely be watching closely to try to see how this will be changing and whether this kind of market movement could be sustained. Because if the sustainable movement could be continued, there are good chances for gold and silver to try to break down of its support area and more action to come on the market, guys. All right. But again, I would say that on the long-term market movement, it still remains pretty certain that we are going to see that the US dollar index will remain lower on the market, guys. So I will be expecting to see that prices will try to sustain its downward pressure, and today is part of a healthy rebound on the market because based on how the market movement is still clear. Prices are still moving on downwards, and prices are right now will try to consolidate and try to see whether the consolidations will be over and prices will continue to go down, or whether prices will finally start to break out higher and return above $100 still remains unclear. But overall, the directions is still showing us the tendency of weaknesses, so we'll still stick with that until the overall trend changes. But so far, we're not really seeing that yet. So again, I'll be focusing on what we can be focusing, which is the short-term market movement for tonight, guys. And certainly with the US dollar index moving on the sideways and with the tendency of going stronger, certainly that could be pushing the gold market to go down lower as we have already been witnessing overall the time, and it has been certainly doing so and doing fantastically well. So I'll be expecting to see further drops on the gold market with how the market has been moving, and the overall market sentiment is still giving us the bearish side for tonight based on the overall market movement that we have been watching tonight, guys. All right. And again, it seems that the momentum has started to slow down a little bit. So again, I'll try to check out whether there's any other interesting opportunities appearing on the market, and let us try to check out what's happening on the oil market. All right. Okay, so the overall oil market has started to weaken. Yes, that's been a pretty clear sign. But again, prices has also started to reconsolidate on the support area and has been starting to rebound in the market. So I would love to see more downtrend movement that has been happening since the early part of the market, which I haven't been able to see one yet as of now. And once that happens, maybe I'll be taking my few and try to do the short after having a much more considerable rebound happening in the market. Just before that, I'm not really seeing much of a chance, and a healthy rebound to get a much better entry point could be the best case scenario for this market to enter the trades. Because yes, the overall market has been weakening, but certainly right now market is consolidating, waiting for the right time and waiting for the right confirmations could be the best key thing to do right now, guys. Okay. So certainly there is some interesting opportunity happening on some of the markets that we have been watching, and certainly this is one of it as well. So again, I'll be watching closely, try to see how the changes goes, and if prices continues to go down lower and lower, confirming the downtrend movement that we are waiting for the confirmation, and we'll start to execute more trades to come. But if not, we'll try to see how that goes, because overall the price movement has been showing us that kind of sign. So again, yes, there's a lot of interesting opportunities. And certainly, I hope that you guys don't miss out on the chances. But again, if you guys are confused, you guys don't know how to do your trades, certainly you guys are also welcome to join me on my premium trades, where on that trade, you guys could get a lot of information on how you guys could execute your trades given out by me on my premium trades. And all you guys need to do is click the link on my profile, on my video descriptions. Click on the link, chat me, and ask access for premium trades that you guys could get all of it for complimentary. So might as well try to check this out so that you guys don't miss out on any chances to make some good market profit together with us. Okay, so far from what we have been seeing happening in the currency market, prices have started to slow down and move on a range. As you guys could see, that prices on the US dollar index starts to slow down a little bit compared to the rest of the currency, as you guys could see. And one of the main clear signs that we are able to get out of the market is started to see that some of the weaker currency for tonight, such as the Japanese yen, has actually started to rebound on the market. And that certainly could impact the overall market movement that we have been discussing if you guys are interested to do the trades on the currency market. So for now, based on the overall market movement that we have been watching, I would like to suggest for you guys to be a little bit careful, try to watch out and try to see how this will be going as prices has actually started to rebound on the weakest pair and started to slow down on the strongest currency. So again, I would suggest for you guys to be a little bit cautious. But if you guys are asking me what of the market movements that we could be expecting out of the market for tonight, okay, so with the US dollar index started to weaken, I would see that there's a chances for the gold market to start slow down. And again, if you guys have been doing your shorts, I would suggest to secure some of your positions with this kind of market movement. As prices starts to slow down, there's a tendency for us to actually see that prices will be starting to reconsolidate near the low as prices is very much close towards the 3350 area support and secure some of profits for now, guys. And again, based on this kind of the overall market movement that we have been watching, there's a tendency for prices to rebound first, maybe at first 3357, 3356, and that could give you guys a much better selling positions on the market based on the overall market situations that we have been watching over the past 1 hour, guys. All right. So it seems that there hasn't been a lot of interesting market movement other than the gold market movement that has been slowly going down. And we're still waiting for confirmations on how the silver market movement will be breaking down lower. And again, so far, no sign yet as of now. So we are still waiting for more confirmations on most of the trading assets other than gold. And all market is also still consolidating. So we are mostly waiting on most of the other trading assets. But again, since we are not really seeing a lot of other signs, maybe let us try to check out what's happening on the currency side and whether there could be other chances that could be dictating us and showing us a possible good market opportunities happening on the market. So let us try to check out what's happening here. So US dollar Japanese yen could be one of the key, but again, the US dollar is dropping quite much. I will try to reanalyze what could be a good case scenario, whether the US dollar index could be rebounding, continue its strength against the Japanese yen weaknesses. And again, GBP Japanese yen could be one of the choices as well. Let's try to watch out and try to analyze what's happening. So far, we are starting to see that the Japanese yen is really indicating some strength is going back on the market. But again, we are still seeing that the US dollar index has remained quite strong. And that's why against the Japanese yen weaknesses, the US dollar index has been able to still come out pretty good and actually showing us a pretty good sign on how the overall market movement is moving. So I believe with this kind of market movement, there still could be some chances on the US dollar Japanese yen, guys. So I would suggest to be a little bit cautious and try to get a best entry point at 147.55 to get the best entry point and get the lowest risk. And certainly right now could be one of the entry prices, but again, the lower the better. And try to aim for the high of today, 147.8. But other than that, most of the other currency has been a little bit mixed. So for instance, that CHF started to rebound it. So maybe USD CHF could be trending lower. But again, we have already been seeing how the price action has been moving against the Japanese yen from the US dollar index. And the US dollar index still remains a little bit higher elevated, and it's likely to stay in that kind of manner unless there is something big changing happening through the US trade balance and the US ISM services manufacturing side that could be giving us the composite, the overall private sector economy data, but it's not going to happen now. So I'll be expecting that those movements could be coming much later on the market, guys. All right. So for now, maybe our focus should still remain on the US dollar Japanese yen for longs, as the price action is actually giving us the chances to get a much better entry point at lower prices with the current weaknesses appearing on the US dollar, while the Japanese yen has started to calm down in terms of its market movement. But other than that, I would say most of the other currency is a little bit mixed, so I won't be suggesting too much for tonight, guys. Alright, so maybe just a little bit of a check and try to see where things are heading next. Maybe I'll try to check out what's happening on the AUD Japanese yen and NZD Japanese yen and whether there could be some interesting market movement appearing. If not, we'll be just skipping out on this market because no clear certainty out of the market movement that we are seeing out of tonight has. So far I'm not really getting a continuation of the trend. Prices has been relatively stagnant for tonight. So again, I'll be avoiding to do trades too much, and maybe if you guys are trying to do longs, maybe your chances will be existing on the US dollar Japanese yen. But again, as the momentum hasn't been a lot, prices will be slowing down. I would suggest for you guys to be a little bit cautious as well on the trades. And again, tonight's best market movement has still been on the gold market trade, and based on what we have been seeing, prices initially has been started to slowing down and certainly still trying to reconsolidating. So I will try to get more confirmations whether prices will be bringing out today's low at 3351.5 and get the confirmations of a re-entry and try to see how the momentum will be going afterward, or whether prices could be rebounding first before prices could be slowly going down low. Because other than that, we are not really seeing much of a choice or much more of interesting trades to do as of now. So we're still waiting. But again, if you guys are still confused and you guys don't want to miss out on any trades, I've been sharing it on my premium trades, and you guys could get access on the premium trades through the link on my profile on my video description. So might as well check that out so that you guys don't miss out, because we are already sharing some ideas on the market and we have already been securing some good profits as well. So it's not just for today, we are sharing signals daily. So might as well check out our premium trades through the link up there. And again, if you guys don't want to miss out on other information such as the economic side of the market, that what happened since Monday, certainly I'll be discussing it more later on in another VIP live sessions tonight. So if you guys don't want to miss out my VIP live sessions, check out the link on my profile. Click the link, chat me, and ask me for access on my VIP live sessions. And if you guys wanted to get trading ideas, ask access for my premium trade. So certainly out of the overall market movement that we have been watching, gold is certainly one of the best choice that we are watching, and so far we are not really seeing much of an action that we can do. So might as well we are trying to find out where some interesting things could happen, and certainly all market is showing some potential if prices could start slow down, but we are not really seeing one yet. Silver market prices instead rebounded and hasn't been able to show signs of weaknesses. And the only thing that has still conformed with the overall trend for today is still likely to appear from the gold market. And I believe this should be our main focus for tonight, guys. All right. So in a moment, we'll be seeing that prices will be breaking down over 3351.5, and that could be the sign that we are waiting for, trying to wait out for the lows. And again, don't miss out on it, guys, because that's what we have been waiting for. And certainly, you guys can hope that you guys don't miss that out. Okay, so prices break down the low, and again, that gives us a sign to re-enter the trades with much better momentum on the short side of the market, guys. Okay, so pay attention, try to see out how the market movement will be continuing on how the market will be going down tonight, guys. All right. Let's check out how the other market movement will be moving. So while silver isn't going to show any changes, our market is still rebounding, waiting for the right time, and the mass momentum is still coming out from the gold market movement, guys, and that hasn't changed. So best chances still happening on the gold market, guys. Okay, but it seems that prices have started to weaken and rebounded immediately. So we'll try to check out whether this market movement could be continuing or if prices will start to rebound immediately. So again, we'll be watching closely, try to see out how the changes goes, and if prices continues to rebound, we'll be cutting the short losses at 355 for better market movement happening, guys. All right, so we're still waiting, trying to see out how the changes goes, and if prices could continue to go down lower, there will be more market movement to come, guys. So we'll be trying to wait out, see how that goes, guys. All right. Okay, so the prices continues to drop, certainly in line with the view that we have been watching. And we start to see some signs that the US dollar regaining some of its strength certainly is appealing for us to trade against some of the other currency. Later on, I'll be trying to check it out with you guys. We'll try to see what's happening. So make sure you guys stay tuned so that you guys don't miss out on any important real-time updates and possibly good trading ideas that I could be sharing with you guys. All right. So stay tuned, check out us, and certainly if you guys are enjoying your time, get some good trades together with me. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and likes so that you guys don't miss out on any important updates and informations that could make you guys some good profits as well, guys. All right. So again, don't miss out on it. Okay, so it seems that the momentum has been slowing down a little bit, and we'll try to see out how that goes. And if prices continue to drop again, we'll be continue holding the trades as usual, guys. The overall lines that we have been watching has been actually quite convincing, and there are good chances that we could be seeing that prices will be testing the lows. And we are seeing that the US dollar index strength has returned, and certainly NZD euro has weakened. So I believe that a lot of good trades will be coming out of the market right now. So euro USD has been dropping a lot. I'm suspecting that there is something happening on the news side that has actually induced that kind of market movement. So let us check whether there are any news happened. So far, I'm not really seeing one yet, but certainly it has been quite a movement that has happened. But again, might as well try to use up the momentum. So Euro USD has started to weaken. Let us check the other currency. NZD USD, nothing much interesting, guys. Prices is certainly weakening, but again, right, the support rebounded prettily. So again, gotta be careful. Try to see how the changes works. Possibly with how the weakness has been appearing, GBP USD could be one of the choices. But again, the drop hasn't been really much, and most of the other currency is slightly stable, other than the weaknesses appearing on NZD USD and Euro USD. USD CHF could be one of the choices. But again, the price movement has been rather limited and hasn't been moving in a clear trend. So I'll be trying to wait out until those kind of confirmations that I'm getting. So far, I'm not really seeing one of that happening around this three currency that has been weakening a lot against the US dollar. And certainly the US dollar Japanese yen trade is actually started to dissipate after hitting the highs at 147.7 just now. So again, I'll rather be careful on these trades, and certainly gold could also be slowing down because so far the market movement hasn't been much. I would love to see how the market movement continues, and to be able to get more confirmation, it needs more time to get those kind of confirmation. So I'll be watching carefully and updating you guys if there's any changes. But so far, I am not getting one of it yet, guys. So patience is very much required, and try to see how the changes goes first, guys. Okay, so first rebounded, and the momentum isn't continuing. So I believe we should be getting out of our losses now because there's not much of a change. And again, with how things has been evolving across gold, across silver, and I'm not really seeing much of a change across different markets for now. So let us try to check if there's any changes that could be interesting for us to look at. Again, nothing much yet because the overall conditions has been showing us not much of a change. I would rather be careful. And on the currency side, this has also started to reconsolidate after weakening a lot against the US dollar index. So not much of a significant trades to do, so to say. And again, seems that prices will be rebounding instead of going down lower as what we are expecting. So again, prices will be rebounding back towards 3357, 336, 3360 area, and we'll try to analyze how things will be going later on my VIP live sessions. I'll be updating you guys more about what could be the possibility happening in the markets, and certainly you guys don't want to miss that out because on there I could be discussing freely about the economic situation that is happening and how you guys could make a good profit out of it too. All right. So hope you guys are joining me on my favorite live sessions, and the only way for you guys to get access on it through my link on my profile or my video descriptions. Click on the link and chat me for access on my VIP live sessions, and hope you guys can make some good insights together with us and make some good profits as well. Okay, so with the remaining time, later on I'll be giving you guys a little bit of updates, what could we be expecting for the next few hours right before the US trade balance as well as the US private sector economy. And I'll be giving you guys what are my expectations on the overall market movements across these important trading assets, I would say. Gold, silver, oil, and the overall market movement that could be happening on the currency market too, guys. All right. So for now, let us start with checking out a little bit what's happening on the stock analysis, guys, because I believe the stock analysis has actually been moving very much better compared to commodities or currencies for tonight. So let us try to take a look and see what's been happening on that market, guys. All right. So I think one of the most important things that we have been actually watching on the markets is prices are actually trying to rebound, try to go higher, and it has actually been doing fantastically well. And all of this is starting to see the positivity after there's some news happening on the EU side against the US, and I'll be covering more into it later on tonight on my VIP live sessions. So if you guys are interested to get those updates, you guys know where you guys could look. You guys could join me on my VIP live sessions tonight. And definitely you guys don't want to miss that out too, because that's the only way that you guys could get access on it. So might as well check it out. So again, I believe I've been telling you guys the updates. You guys could get it on my VIP Live updates through the link on my profile, my video descriptions. I'll be letting you guys know what's happening. And that certainly has helped to push up the stock indexes and return towards its uptrend that we have been happening since the start of the breakout and continuing it inside. It's a very beautiful sign that there's a possibility for the stock indices across three indices could start to move very much better. So USSP 500 will actually start to rebound, and this is certainly a very beautiful sign. The volatility itself has actually been trying to return to go back higher and trying to break out of record prices, even though it hasn't been doing really well. But there could be chances for prices to break higher on the market, and certainly right now we are looking at one of them. So again, US100 will be the leading of the pack, and we'll try to see how the changes will be going. But honestly speaking, the signs are pretty convincing for us to actually see that prices will continue to go higher in the market, and all of the signs are leading into that direction, guys. So certainly, I hope that you guys don't miss out on it. Okay, so hope that gives you guys a little bit of insight, and let us return towards the gold market and update you guys with what could be happening right before my live streaming sessions end. So I hope you guys have been enjoying your time here. And if you guys love what you guys have been watching so far, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and likes and support us. And certainly don't forget to follow and subscribe if you guys don't want to miss out on any important information or trade ideas that we're sharing with you guys on a possible breakdown or breakout. And certainly if you guys are still confused, if you guys still don't know how you guys could do your trades, certainly you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live trades. All you guys need to do, check the link on my profile, on my video descriptions, click on the link, chat me and ask me for access on my premium trades, and you guys will get access over in the game. For more economic updates, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live. Click the link on my profile video descriptions and ask access for my VIP live updates. Okay, so since our time is almost up, let me give you guys the update that you guys have been watching for tonight. And again, if you guys wanted to get the continuous updates on the market, welcome to join me on my daily live sessions for tonight. Okay, so first of all, as we are still seeing the trend is still ongoing, it's still going on a downtrend, momentum is still there. This is the best trading action that we have been seeing for tonight, where we are seeing the trend is completed, momentum is still showing the sign of slowing down, bearishness is still there, and we are seeing developments throughout the trend and the momentum of going down with a lot of selling pressure. So then this will be one of the key things and to trades, and we are doing it already on my premium trades, and I'll be expecting to see prices will be trying to test to broke down the lows at 3350 for tonight, guys. So hope you guys are watching closely to try to see how the changes goes on that side. Meanwhile, moving on to the silver market, I'm not really expecting much other than doing buy near the lows, sell near the highs. It seems it's a little bit hard to trade for the silver market. I'll be avoiding it far away. And moving on to the all markets, so far prices has been consolidating and trying to rebound. Maybe I'll be expecting to see how prices will be testing to break high $66.40, and maybe I could consider doing shorts when prices has returned towards its high for tonight, guys. All right. And on the currency market side, there's nothing much interesting as prices have started to return some from its strength. The strongest price started the weakest price started to rebound. So as you guys can see, nothing much interesting. So Euro USD is one of the sign that just now early on that it's been weakening, rebounding again. USD CHF, same thing, early on rebounding, and then right now it's weakening too, and also NZD USD. So not a lot of great choices here for now in terms of the trend. Possibly we can actually expect that the US dollar Japanese yen could still have some potential to move, even though it will be slightly weaker. I believe that this is the best choice if you guys are trying to trade on the currency market. Right? So if you guys asking me, sure, gold will be the best choice for tonight as the trend is still showing downtrend and the momentum is still showing a lot of signs of weaknesses to come. All right. So see you guys do that on my favorite sessions. And for more premium trades, check the link on my profile video descriptions. Chat me through the link as access for my premium trades. See you guys.